Hey everyone, and welcome to VFXY once again. So in today's video we are going to see how we can render G-depth pass from Unreal Engine 5. Yes, you heard it right. So I'm going to make my first video on Unreal Engine, and in this video we are going to learn about rendering G-depth. So without any delay, let's get started. Okay, as you can see over here, my scene is all set up, and here as you can see, I have few HUDs and lots of there is a big scene. So what I have done, I have already set my camera. So I want to render this camera, and if you want to know more about camera, how we can set up camera, how we can set up scene, how we can do lighting, please do comment in comment box. I'll love to make those videos as well. So here I have camera set, and what you need to do, first thing first, you need to take care about you have to go to settings, and here plugins, and here you have to come down in rendering tab, and here you can see you have to check in movie render queue additional render pass. It's not mandatory for GDEP pass, but for other passes you will be needing this movie render queue additional render pass, and you have to restart your scene and just you have to open your level, right? So after doing this, what you need to do, you need to create a sequencer, right? How you can do that? Just you have to go there and add level sequencer. Just you have to click add level sequencer, and you have to name it, like I'm going to name it for depth, something like that, for depth, and I'm going to save it. What will happen? A new sequencer will come, and here you have to take care about what data you want to animate or what data you want to see through, right? So you can add anything you want. If you want, I want to animate my windmill, I have to add windmill. So in this case, I have to add my camera. So you have to go to outliner and you have to look for camera or cine camera, right? So here I have, so cine camera actor 1 you have to pick. So you need to just click and drag and drop, right? Something like that. Let me adjust my window. So as you can see, I have my camera, but it's not animating. So if you want to animate your camera, what you have to do, just you have to go over here in transform, and you can just switch on your this thing location, and suppose that I want to render for 90 frames. So I have to go there, and what I need to do, probably I can do it from here as well. So in location, you can push it in G-axis, or might be I can go over here in perspective mode and I can figure it out where my camera is. Just select my cine camera and just hit F1 keyboard. Here my camera is. So what I'm going to do, just I'm going to put key over here, or might be I can move whatever render, whatever animation I want to do. So suppose that I want to render this much animation. So can you see that? Over here I can see how much camera is moving. Something like that. Okay, so once this is done, your camera is animated. Now once this is done, what else you need to do? Just you have to set up your sequencer for the rendering your things. So you have to click over here, render this movie to a video, and here you can find all your passes. So already I have done few experiments, so I know I have this thing. So either you want, you can delete it. Just you have to come here and just click on unsaved config, right? So in unsaved config, first thing first, you need to change .jpg sequence. So you need to select it and just delete it. Just go to setting and you have to select EXR sequence. So I'm going to select EXR sequence, and might be I can change compression to DWAA, but for this example, I'm going to keep compression PIZ. And in deferred rendering, you have to do few things, right? So here in additional post-process material, you can find two index 0 and index 1. So in index 0, as you can see, world depth is selected. So you have to enable it. And if you want to render your motion vectors, so you can enable motion vector as well. If you want to know more about render passes from Unreal Engine, please do comment so I can make videos on full render passes rendering from Unreal Engine. So for this example, only we are going to render depth pass and motion vector pass. So after doing that, one more thing you need to do for a safer side, just you have to go to setting and you have to select anti-aliasing, and anti-aliasing you can special sample count you can increase, but keep it in mind that more sample you're going to increase, that much render time your system is going to take, right? So after doing 32, probably I have to override anti-aliasing. Yes, I need to override, and just you have to accept it. Before hitting render local, what you have to take care about, you need to save your file. Where you want to save your file, for that thing you have to go to output, and here will be the project directory, and as you can see, I have a folder called depth pass. So here I can render depth pass, or if you want to make another folder, just go click over here and depth cam 2, something like that, and just you have to select your folder. If you want to rename it, you can rename it, or if you want to like by default naming convention, just you can keep it something like that as well, and just you have to accept it. After doing that, then only you have to click on render local, because we are going to render locally. And keep it in mind, you can adjust your frame, how much frame you want to render from sequencer. And as you can see over here, I am getting my rendering over here. As you can see over here, my total frame numbers are rendering 150 frames, because I haven't said I am rendering 150 frame, and it will take around 11 minutes. So let it render and I'll come back once it's done. Okay, so we are inside Nuke, and as you can see over here, I am getting my render, and as you can see, it's let me set my project first. So it should be 90 frames. So I adjusted my rendering, and as you can see over here, my camera is moving and my windmill is moving, as you can see over here. So as you can see, this thing is moving, and as I'm going over here in layer drop down, as you can see, I have RGB, RGBA, alpha, and here I have motion vector pass, right? Apart from motion vector pass, I have depth pass. As you can see, I am getting my depth pass, and also you can see how precisely it has been rendered, right? So if I want to use it, so it's pretty easy. Let me show it to you how you can use it. So let me shuffle this thing, and in shuffle, I'm going to shuffle my depth pass. Pretty simple. Already I made multiple videos, and I'm going to take a grade node, and here I'm going to put 1 over here, and RGBA I can select, and I can adjust my gain as well. And as you can see, I'm getting few color over here, which is not good, but we are going to use only single channel. But for the safer side, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a saturation node, and I'm going to deset it. It's not mandatory, but for a safer side, I'm going to use it. And just I'm going to take a copy node by hitting K on keyboard, and I'm going to connect it. And this time I'm going to copy red channel only into my depth, because it's mandatory. I have created my own depth map, and I'm going to copy it. So if I'm going to see over here, I'm getting my depth, and depth is pretty much satisfactory. Apart from that, what you have to, if you want to defocus your scene according to depth, what you have to do, just hit tab and just defocus, jet defocus, and just connect your data. Already I made a video on that. So I'm going to pick focal length over here, so that I want to focus only on this particular area. So by default it's G depth, and if you want, you can select that math. So I'm going to select depth. It will give me a better result, and I'm going over here in result, and just I'm going to select my focal plane, and in focal plane I'm going to adjust my focal plane. So whatever will be green will be in focus, whatever will be in blue will be in little less focus, and whatever will be in red will be more out of focus, right? So this is the system. So I'm going to result, and as you can see, I am having a good amount of defocus over here as well. So this thing is in focus, this thing is focus, my foreground is out of focus, and my background is out of focus as well. So as I'm going to play it, yes, the same way you can use your vector pass as well to add some motion blur. So hopefully this short and simple video will help you to understand the process of rendering GDIP from Unreal Engine 5. So hopefully this video will help you, and if you think that this video is helping you, please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want more Unreal videos, please don't forget to comment down below. With this said, this is VFX5 signing off. Have a good day.